Are we good? Can I do the thing now? Is my thing gonna work? It's like technical difficulties, revenge of the technical difficulties. Okay, the other last part wasn't so technical difficulties. It was me wanting to fix a problem that I thought happened. Cries and tiny vegetable. Really? No fish? Okay. Just pretend I'm leaning back in my chair. My fishing chair. There we go. That's what I like to see on my controller. That's not what I like to see in the fishing world. I watched more of that fishing anime. That's it. That's the entire thing. I wish watched more of that fishing anime. Whoops. Spending all day for one fish. Ah! Probably not gonna get anything. No. No. All there for one fish and then the line snapped. I've also been looking into some mobile fishing games and kind of like the only ones I can play because since I use an Android emulator are like kind of all trash. Hello? I'm pressing the button. And the ones that are probably like the good ones, like they won't let you play on emulators because like you might cheat. Or you might have an unfair advantage using macros, not like you can't just root your device and have macros that way. But it's like, do you want me to play your game or not? I mean, yeah, I could play it on my tablet, but like, I usually just want to play like my tablet games when I'm sitting at my computer, so I might as well just play them on my computer. I like how time stops at like 3 p.m. It's like... I'm just not playing with this fish anymore. Like, one fishing trip you catch one fish and it takes you like for fucking ever. What did you catch today? It's only worth 150? Seriously? And it wasn't even the right size. Okay. Buttons, hello. Fish is like, I'm out of here. Come on, fishy. Come to sprout. Alright, that's more than what we're looking for. Alright, Arapaima, definitely a cool looking fish. I'd love to catch one, use it in my genetic fish experiments to make fish people. What? Oh, never mind. Just ignore that last part. I wish there was an indicator, like when your fish power reeling thing was about to, like, expire. That's a big old fishy. Yeah, I'm dropping inputs. Wonder why. Oh, it could be some Bluetooth. This is on Bluetooth. This controller's on Bluetooth. I don't know why my Bluetooth would be doing that. It'd be nice if it would, like, when it's running out, it'd be like a little doo-doo, 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 and then that's when it'd run out. Or like some chimes going doo-doo, doo. Yeesh. So I watched some people play some of the other real fishing games, like some of the earlier ones, and whoo boy am I in for an adventure. didn't even think this was an Arapaima. Ah! Oh well. It didn't, we got what we came for. You get a fish and get out. Oh boy! More episode! Hey, so it's summer right now, yeah? Yes, it is summer. That's right, it's summer! Yes, it is. It's summer and it's nighttime, which means... Nuh-uh, no way. What else? I haven't seen anything yet. I know exactly where you're going with this. Oh, come on, what about you, Neil? You want a nighttime fright challenge. I figured you might suggest that. I already said it and I'll say it again. No way, absolutely not. N-O. What a party pooper. Fine, let's go, Neil. Hold on, I don't remember agreeing to it. But sure, I guess I'll go. Wow, wait, stop, what? Why are you two going? Because you said you didn't want to go. Yeah, I did, and I won't, but still, why would you make me stay here all alone? Right, we shouldn't leave her all by herself. Oh, I know, why don't we go out with the car? We can go around for a nighttime cruise. Well, maybe I could do that, but one of you has to always stay near me at all times, got that? You're like my little man harem. I mean, I didn't say that out loud or anything. Okay, so Shun and I will each circle the train station one at a time. That'll be our challenge. Sounds good, alright, ready guys, let's head out. How'd it go? Anything out there? No, I mean nothing out of the ordinary. You know, you don't look it, but I've come to realize you're pretty fearless, Neil. It was just dark. Anyway, did anything special happen between you two while I was gone? Any progress, if you know what I mean? Heh, heh. Of course not. Alright, my turn next. Off we go. Honestly, Shin's children are all gonna be like fish people. Because that's all he loves and cares about. Hey, do you hear something? Huh? Listen. The scent. A girl. I smell a girl. Actually, no, it's the scent. A girl. I smell a girl. Eek! Where, girl, woman. My gods. No! Finally, I can feast the scent of a tasty girl. Blah! That would be Shin. I think it's time to stop messing around and show yourself. Huh? Shin? Oh man, why'd you give it away, Neil? Don't you see how scared she is? I mean, seriously, at night, dudes, they're the scariest things. Don't you see how scared she is? You've done enough. Trust me. You'll never get a date. But did you hear the blah? Man, that was hilarious. Shun, you little bastard. I'm sorry, I apologize, okay? Alice, your majesty, my lady, great queen. Unlock the door, let me inside the car. It may be summer, but it's chilly at night. No, it's not. It's summer, it's hot as fuck even at night. Please, I'm begging you. Not my problem. Go freeze your butt off for all I care. Well, you kinda deserve it, shouldn't? I'd suggest being more sincere about your apology. But I am apologizing, aren't I? My bad, Alice. You call it a sincere apology? Try again. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done it. Okay, now can you open the door, pretty please? No, cause like, there's something behind you that's going to like, tear you to shreds now. Wait, did you hear that? Oh my gosh, Neil, you too? No, I'm being serious. Listen, it's like a rustling sound. Could it be? A wolf? What? Seriously, it's time to quit playing. Open up, beg you, please. Like, seriously, you're scared of a wolf? Wolves are just dogs. I mean, that's it. They're dogs. Why are you? I mean, I know dogs can bite and stuff, but like, it's just a dog. I don't know. I guess I'm looking for the top of my joystick thing. I guess I'm not scared of dogs. I don't care if they're like growling and stuff at me. At least I know it's a creature from this world, and it's fluffy and soft and cute. Or it could be a tanuki, which is also a dog. But they're kind of squat and fat and still not as threatening. Like, even less threatening. You better not do it again. I won't. I swear I'll never do it again. Please, hurry. Don't ever forget you said that. Whew, I'm saved. Now let's go back. Yeah, I get easily distracted, and now I'm just wondering where it fell off to. Like, is it on my desk? Is it on the floor? Let me just scare in the floor. It's kind of just annoying me. What's on the floor? Cats. Dust. Tape clip. Box. Box? There it is. Why you gotta do me like, ow! Why you gotta do me like this, little, like, joystick cap thing? Like, I totally did not ask you to fall on the floor. Also, you'll probably notice my model is a little bit more bouncy. I changed some of the parameters to, like, to move around a little bit more fluidly. It's actually almost nearing the 1 hour mark. Probably should take a break, but I should be good, like... The hell happened there? I mean, I worked at Amazon before. You only get 2 10-minute breaks. And, like, a 30-minute lunch. 30 minutes, or was it an hour? I think it was 30-minute lunch. Out of a 12-hour day. Cause like, I'm making sure it's on this time. Cause like usually the days are 10 hours, but like at peak, they're 12 hours. Because Amazon is a hellish nightmare company that doesn't respect their people that work for them. Also, if you see me bouncing up and down, this chair I'm in rocks a little bit. Has the captions been on, not on all this time? Captions? Hang on. No, the captions are there. They're at Web Captioner. There they are! Where the hell have you been for like the past hour? This Charimon? Charimon? Seriously? This chair, it rocks. This chair, it... No, I said chair. It rocks. Yeah, okay, Bronx. Yeah, alright, I see what you're getting at there. I can't believe you understand me when I'm talking like this, and not like when I'm talking like a normal human being. I guess the people who made this, like the voice recognition, all talk like this because you can obviously see that the captions are pretty on point. And, like, what I'm saying is exactly what the captions are saying. Sort of. Like, it's closer to what I'm saying than, like when I talk like this, you know, when I'm talking normally. And it'll, like, pop up some stuff like Charmon and shares and Bronx and stuff. But when it talks like this, it doesn't seem to have any errors whatsoever. Except maybe, you know, when, like, there's really hot accents on some words, like, errors. And areas and errors. Yeah. I am gonna go to over here, and I hope the captions are still up and will remain up from now on out. I have decided to put the captions like kind of hard-coded on the screen. 'Cause, like, why not? Although I do hope they fade out when I'm not talking. I don't know if that's an option or not. Oh my god, I am still talking like this. Let me, alright, let everybody take a break. Take a 5-minute break. I'm gonna go work on this stuff. Grab some eats. If you're watching the YouTube video, you can just skip ahead. There we go. Now, is it working again? Let me see if it's working again. And after like 20 seconds, it should like disappear. Like disappear. Alright, I'm back. Oh god, it's the accent, it's just stuck. Okay, looking at what we have up next. We're at endgame. I do believe these are the last two... No, wait. I think this is the quest before the quest, it's the last one. But we're getting near endgame. And what happens after you, like, beat the game is that then the guy asks you to fill out the record book. Okay, we can't do any of that. We have to actually level up. We have to actually level up. Oh my god. Can you see this? The damn accent is like, it recognizes it. Like a lot more than like how the way I normally talk. It's kind of annoying. Can we level it? I don't... Did I show you that I leveled it up? Or did I not level everybody up? Probably gonna need this. You got nothing. Gonna need lures. 2 more points. 1 more point. That's right, I ate some snacks. Probably got nothing. Penny floors, 2 more points, 1 more point. That's right, I ate. What are with these captions, seriously? Like, seriously? I didn't say anything like that. Jesus Christ, I don't want to have to talk like this every time I stream, just so the captions are correct. That would just be silly. I'm not even from the region that uses this kind of accent. I come from, like, the West Coast and, like, the Southeast Coast. Which is, like, nowhere near, like, up that north. I know, like, Central East Coast, which is still not, like, that north where they use this accent. So what the hell is going on here? This is, like, ridiculously silly. Like, seriously silly. I'm sorry, I can't. I just can't. I can't. I'm like... I'm just like, it's just too funny. It's just too funny. Just like... it's too funny. I'm jamming out to the music. I'm just gonna, like, grind on some treblies. So, like, I'm just gonna grind on some treblies. Giant treblies. You had it right for, like, a second. Giant trebly. There you go. Maybe they trained the bot, or the voice recognition. Maybe... I'm sorry. Maybe they trained the voice recognition on, like, all the accents, which means it can't understand, like, regular English anymore, so it only understands only, like, I don't know, whatever the accent this is. New Jersey's like, New Jersey. Boston? I don't know. I don't know if there's accents from Boston or not. Like I said, I get all my accents, like, mixed up other than, like, Canadian and, like the Michigan, Wisconsin, whatever accent. I do know some voice recognition software only works with like a British accent. I'm not British. Are you serious? No fish? Like, Trevally is the trash fish for this area. Like Trevally is like the trash fish for this area. Nope, that wasn't it. That is a tiny little fish. That's a lot. It's only 5. I've caught like 11 or 12 in like a day. I like how I have like 50 of everything and I can't use it because I'm not the right level. I wonder what the microphone's picking up on, because it looks like it's peaking, but there's like nothing going on here. Is it the fan? Are you? Is it, hopefully it's not been the fan. It's probably been the fan. Yeah, it's not peaking anymore. It did peak when I push buttons though. Which, that means it's like super sensitive to like my button pushing. Button pushing as ASMR. Also, seedling emoji. Seedling emoji. Seedling emoji. I do the treasure hunter rod. And then when I get some more stuff, I'll do some, like, extra lures that I don't need just for the experience. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. It has, like, a little chain on it. God, I miss Fish Island. It was such a good game. And it's such ridiculous rods. And I like that it was more a rhythm game than an actual fishing game. Like, there was none of this line tension or anything like that. It's like, when the circle passes over the other circle, press the button or tap the screen. That's it. That was all the mechanics. I kind of wish they'd make like a Fish Island 3, but it doesn't, like, the prospects are not good. Since this was the second Fish Island game that they made. I don't like the prospects that are not good. If I was like, had billions of dollars, I'd buy the game and like, revive it. Be like, I don't care. I want to play the game. I like how it's pink and it's like slacking, like, shouldn't it be green? This thing doesn't detect the eyebrows too good. Like, I don't know if it's just like the movement of the eyebrows or... I'll have to go into Blender and see if I can make the movement more extreme so... Fuck. So where like the 0 and the 1, it has a greater distance, so it'll emphasize it more. That's how you get more motion and movement in your model. Is like... to give a greater 0 and 1 Because if you only have like a short distance between 0 and 1, then it's like, it's gonna be like, it goes from 0 to 1 a lot faster than if you have a greater distance. Because that's all, VTuber, like, motion capture, all that is using. It's just, like, here's a point that I'm tracking. Is it more to 0 or is it more to 1? And to make this thing go like this or that when it's more 0 or more 1. Although, is this why I put on my, like, hipster glasses and go, like, I was, like, a VTuber, like, before VTubing was cool. Because I don't really consider myself well, I don't like the name VTuber. A virtual streamer. A virtual avatar streamy person. Because FaceRig's been around for like a while, and it doesn't seem to like this V-streaming, VTubing thing doesn't seem to have like taken off until like the Live 2D thing. Live 2D. Yes. And there's some aspects to it that it's just kind of creepy. Like, there are people that are voice modding to sound like children? Like, why? Of course, then you got the people of, like, they can do whatever they want. God, and it's like... You really want to encourage that kind of behavior in, like... people. Men, mostly. Because you're not, like, 10, you're 30. And I know I've known some, like, 30-year-olds that just sound kind of young. Because they're used to talking with a really high pitch. So they sound like they're eternally 10 because that's what was expected of them or something, or that their vocal cords are just that way. Their vocal cords are just that way. But to actually, like, go out of your way to sound like that? I don't know. Alright, there are these ants gathering in the corner of my room, and like, they had like a super big social gathering, and now I don't see them, and I'm wondering where the fuck they went. Like, I haven't seen them crawling up and down the wall, or in the corners. And I'm hoping that spider up there is alive, and like, eating them? Like, do I have to go outside and grab a spider and throw it into the corner of my room and be like, get those fucking ants? Like, I will tolerate spiders more than I will tolerate ants. Ants will usually just hang out in like a corner of the room, or on your monitor, or like hanging from the ceiling down in front of you, saying, "Hi, I'm a spider." Need more grinding. Fish Buster. There's something wet in your neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Fish Buster! Fish Buster! Fish. Okay, Bass Buster works too. Ah, Aki, you're looking kinda good today. Nirikuru power! Alright, the voice recognition doesn't work with Japanese. I wish you could set it up to where it could recognize, like, 2 languages and be like, okay, English is the primary. But if you wanted to say something in the other language, you kind of would pause, and then you'd be like, Mirakuru power! Which you didn't understand at all. Cat Jam. In the beginning, we had Beginner's Reel. And then we moved on to regular wheel, which was blue. Now, then there was Hard Reel, which actually kind of fits the theme of the rod we have. Then there was Wave Master! Echo, echo, echo. Then there was River Master! Even more echoes. And now it's Miracle Power. Oh yeah! That purple and blue, magical looking thing. I mean, look at this. It's like... It's got green green line. It's amazing. But you ought to see the ultimate end rod. Now that thing is like... Chef's Kiss emoji. I don't know what the emoji that for the Chef's Kiss is. I think it's money fingers emoji? No. Grabbing emoji? Closed hand emoji. Money symbol emoji. Pinched fingers emoji. Pinched fingers emoji. Pinched fingers emoji. like how his thumb is clipping through the reel. That's kind of hilarious. Closed hand emoji. Middle finger emoji. Yeah, it's got that one. It's definitely got that emoji. I'm surprised it has that, like, that it wasn't well, it doesn't censor the other cuss words, but it didn't, like, because that's like a newer emoji. Microbe emoji. Microbe emoji. Okay, it doesn't have that one. Bacteria emoji. I know microbe emoji is an actual emoji. I've used it before on my status. My Discord status. I'm not sure what emojis this one has. Unicorn emoji. Alright, doesn't have that one. Dolphin emoji. Alright, it's got dolphin emoji. Fern emoji. Fern emoji. Fern emoji. Listen here, I'm saying fern emoji. Like a fern, like a fern. A fern, yeah. Fern. 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 Fern emoji. Plant emoji. Cactus emoji. Theropod emoji. Sauropod emoji. T-Rex emoji. It's got dinosaur emojis. Alright, fern. God damn it, it's not turn, it's fern. F-E-R-N. F-E-R-N. What the fuck? F. 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 Fuck. Like, excuse me, hello, I am speaking here. Like, fern. There you go, fern emoji. Fern emoji. Like, I'm saying fern and I'm saying emoji, like fern emoji. Like fern emoji. There is a fern emoji. What the f- Okay, so maybe this accent is good for saying fern emoji. Maybe this accent's maybe good for like the rest of the English language, but like ferns are not on the list of like plants and like cactuses and like ferns emoji. Ferns emoji. Damn it! Ferns. 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 Fuck! Fucking Christ! Excuse me? Fern's emoji. Fern emoji. Fern emoji. What? That's cardinal, not a heart emoji equals that? Like, excuse me, I'm saying fern emoji. Fern emoji. Fern emoji. Fern emoji. Fern emoji. Like, you know, fern, like the plant, like fern, F-E-R-N, fern emoji. Okay, it's not in the list of things. Although I have that in part of my username on, like, Discord. Discord. See, that's kind of a lot. It's more than 5. Fishing emoji. Fish emoji. Fish and rod emoji. Fish and rod emoji. Fish... well, okay. Hook and line emoji? Fishing rod emoji. Alright, there's like one that has like the fish on the end of the hook. Like, hook fish emoji. I'll have to find the proper names because it's only going to respond to like the actual names of something. Like, it won't respond to Naruto emoji. But you'll have to say fish cake emoji. And it won't even take that, even though there's a fish cake emoji, which is the Naruto emoji. That's what a Naruto is the spiral fish cakes. Fish cakes emoji. No. See, like, I don't get what emoji this thing knows. Because it knows some that I didn't think it'd know, and it doesn't know others that I know that's been in there for a while. I kind of want to, well, no, I don't want to waste all my crafting, so when I actually do get the next level of, lures, I don't want to, like, just not have the materials that I need for those lures to catch the fish that I need to get to the next level. Alright, I'm a bit curious now. Just a bit curious. Alright, let's try this. Pink swirl emoji. No. Fish cake emoji. No. Fish underscore cake emoji. No. Fish underscore cake emoji. No. Fish cake with swirl design emoji. No. It's this one if I can paste it. That's the fish cake Naruto emoji. That's the fish cake Naruto emoji. That's the fish cake Naruto emoji. Let's see, alright, let's see, cell emoji. Cell emoji. Cell emoji. No, it's like, it has cell, right? But then it, like, changes it to cell emoji. Germ emoji. Germ emoji. Germ emoji. No. Coronavirus emoji. No. Virus emoji. No. Let's take another breakout and have fun with the captions. It's that one. Like, I wish I could hover over it and see what it wants to call that, so I know what to call that so it pops up. But it's officially known as the microbe emoji. Petri dish emoji. Petri dish emoji. Alright, doesn't have that one either. That one is odd. Just finding all the obscure emoji here. There we go. There we go. Whatever. Grinding is like just I don't want to say it's making me bored, but it's kind of don't like doing it. It's like 4 a.m. here. I might just call it soon. Cause like if I'm like not playing the game and I'm starting to like play around with captions and stuff, that means I should probably stop streaming. Then it will be next time that we, beat the game. So I can tell you it's not going to take 2 hours to beat the game, unless I have to grind some more. Like, if we don't get to, like, the next part soon... I'm gonna do all the grinding off screen to, like, get the levels up to where I can make the things. And then, you know, we can just pop back in and, like, at least see the next, story bit. Probably should have taken a more intense nap, but I got woken up. Like, I've been having these hallucinations? Or like, I don't know, my brain thinks that, like, I need to do some kind of quick time event whenever I just do suddenly waking up and like, oh, you need to do a quick time event or you'll die. And, like... You know, it's ridiculous. It's like, it takes a few moments for my brain to go like, that's not reality. That's like, seriously dream world stuff. Oh, his finger also clips through the reel handle, or yeah, that bit. The spinny makes the thing bit. Yeah, I'm tired. I wish I had, like, the performance stat of other streamers. To where I could just be, even though I'm dead tired, it's like, you get entertained. I did say, after this game, I've got, like, a different, layout that you actually kind of see whenever I start, because I forget which one this one is. This layout is. But I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to add, like, a text box, make it kind of look like every game I'm playing is a visual novel, with, like, the captions in the text box thing. Although I kind of want the chat on screen too, but then again I'm like, do I really want the chat on screen? Because if I have to delete something, like, it's right there, it's on the screen. I'll have to, like, manually go in and edit it out, which is a pain in the ass. Because I know some, well, never mind. Like, yeah, once it's on the screen, you can't unsee it. I will say I'm never gonna call out lurkers because, you know, lurkers are... Because, you know, people like to lurk, and some people just really don't want to be, like, have their name spoken. Some people, like, you know, they just want to get a feel for the stream, and, like, they may not even hang around for, like, 3 seconds. But oh my god, the amount of bots over there. And I know they're bots because, like, I've looked them up online, and everybody's like, what about this person? I see him out, like, in my channel all the time, and like, that's a bot. Like, how do I get rid of it? You can't, really. And like, one of these bots I actually just do not want to fucking see in my goddamn list of viewers. Because it's named after an emoji, Twitch emoji, from a game by a person who was a fucking abuser. You know who you are, bot. But, like, apparently to get rid of the bots, they need to be A, in my stream, which means I have to be streaming, which is when they show up. And then B, I have to type stuff in my chat to get rid of them. Like, screw off. Honestly, I think bots should be, like, any bot that shows up to a stream unwelcomed, like, should be banned. Like, bots have to be like vampires. They have to be specifically invited into the stream. And then I'm betting all the bot people are like, well, then how will anybody know about our service? And it's like, all the people I know don't want your goddamn service. You don't provide any service. I don't have anything for bluefin tuna, do I? I do have for mahi mahi. Let's go looking for mahi mahi. I just want to change the scenery. I was like staring at that little arch over and over. It's like, Lasai. Thinking about, like, the microbe emoji, like, I kind of hate how people call it the coronavirus, because corona is, like, the name of the shape of the virus. Well, whoops. Oh, you recognized that, didn't you? Every time I try to press the R button, you don't recognize it. And, like, there's, like, a lot of other viruses that are coronaviruses. Like, I think SARS is one of them. Like, all those respiratory viruses are, like, pretty much coronas. Like H1N1, I do believe is a corona, which was swine flu, commonly known as swine flu. I think the bird flu was SARS, which was a corona. Mind you, we're not supposed to be calling these, like, swine flu or SARS, which stands for South Asian Respiratory Syndrome or something. Which is like, we're not supposed to, like, basically name where it came from, because sometimes we're not even certain where it came from. We just is like, yeah, it kind of popped up there, but it could be from anywhere, really. Like, the person that had it could have gone there and then infected everyone. Like they say, the COVID, which is the proper name, CO, corona, VI, virus, D, probably disease. Wait, have I been doing it wrong all along? Have I been fishing wrong all this time? Gasp. And it's called COVID-19 for a reason. And I think SARS is like COVID-17. Shouldn't call it SARS. The Corona 17, what the hell to call it? I think it was just COVID-17. I forget if it came before or after H1N1. I'm not catching any mahi-mahi. I can see all the little coronaviruses fighting amongst each other, be like, it's like COVID-19, how dare you steal our crown. How dare you steal our corona. And then COVID's like, haha! I have the crown of coronaviruses. Or like all the other viruses get jealous because, like, they weren't a serious enough threat to take seriously, even though flu was pretty bad. Is flu a corona? It might be streptococcus? No, it's not a staph shape, it's the microbe shape. Like I think it's called like staphylococcus or staphylococcus, or they're little orbs. They're like little elongated pill things. You have like various virus shapes. You have like the bacteriophage shape, you have the broad shapes, I forget what those are called. And you have like the orb shapes. And then you have like the corona shapes. And then you kind of have like a mix of between any and all of them, because like, hey, whatever works in the virus world. I was watching someone play Pandemic Inc. and it's like, when they were going through it, it's like, the United States has shut down the airports. I'm like, lol, that would never happen, because lol, that didn't happen. Like, you make a game and you base it upon what people would be doing, and then when your game comes out, it's wrong because you can't believe how stupid people are being. Like, of course you would shut down the airports, right? No, it didn't happen. Like, New Zealand, I think, is the only country, and like a couple others, that actually had a lockdown that were like, we will put you in jail if we find you out on the streets. Which is like the way you should do it. And people are gonna scream about personal freedoms. It's like a month of staying inside for not dying is probably worth it. Which, I think the problem with the United States is that it's like, stay inside, but we're not gonna pay you, and oh, by the way, you lost your job. Versus other countries which are like, stay inside, we're going to keep giving you, like, a paycheck so you can live. Which, you know, like, incentivizes, like, staying inside. But then again, the United States is just seriously messed up on the way people think. I mean, England is too in a different way, but... And I'd probably add Australia. And I'd probably add Australia to that. But, like, what's interesting is China, which has the most people ever. Like, their cases have not exceeded the United States. And people are like, yeah, well, of course they can lock down and the government's all evil and stuff. And it's like, no. People are just smart over there. Like, people in Asia, when they're just sick with a cold, will put a mask on. They just kind of... That's the thing you do in Asia when you are sick, is that you put a mask on. You aren't just a dumbass running around without a mask. I mean, what really gets me in the United States is people that are, like, saying, like, a mask is, like, I don't know, like, you're a sheeple or something? Like, what the fuck? Like, why are there people out there, like, preaching not wearing a mask? I just do not get it. At all. I mean, our president at the time was kind of a fuck up too, but... I'm probably catching all the next quest fish before the next quest, but, like, seriously, grinding in a fishing game? I didn't even catch any mahi-mahi. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. I was like, don't tell me there isn't any Atlantic tarpon anywhere. This doesn't look like a saltwater area. It kind of looks like a freshwater area. And before, it is a freshwater area. It's just called an Atlantic tar pond because it's near the Atlantic area. Not because it's actually in the Atlantic Ocean. Har har har. Yeah, but I just don't get it. That's a Nile perch. Nile perch? Like, I don't think we're near the Nile River. And the Nile River is nowhere near the Atlantic? Wait, let me think about this. When does the Atlantic stop? When does it stop being the Atlantic and start being the Pacific? Could you kind of just think about the Atlantic Ocean off the east coast? Like, around Europe and Africa and, like, the eastern part of South America. It's all Atlantic. And then there's the Pacific, which is, like, the west coast and Asia. And it's, like, western South America. And it's, like, when does one become the other? Like, do we have a central Pacific ocean? Seriously, fish? I'm gonna have to go look at my maps and stuff to learn about, like, geography of the oceans. It looked like maybe a tarpon. No, you're an Arapaima? Like, I don't, like, I specifically crafted that lure for the Arapaima, and, like, I didn't need to? Question mark? I'm thinking this game just won't give me the extra fish until I, like, actually get that quest. Yeah, it's another Arapaima. I just think the US honestly has too much freedom. Cause then, when you try to do anything that even so much as, like, infringes even or inconveniences even someone slightly for the benefit of everybody, to where it, like, isn't really, it's even into your benefit as well. Everyone's like, my freedoms. I mean, when did we get so fucking conservative on shit? Like, seriously, anti-vaxxers and no mask wearers and... like, people that are like, yay, let's go out and murder other people just because of, like, these reasons? Like, these unlogical, irrational reasons? Like, these reasons that were at one point scientific, but they were bullshit, even back then? But somehow we still hold them up as some kind of scientific fact? Like, one trend on Twitch that I'm seeing is this wrinkled brain, smooth brain shit. Like... like... I think that's an oversimplification of how the brain works. It's like when you talk about sex and gender, it's like what we learn in like middle school biology class is a very, very oversimplification of everything. Ah, she's wearing her hoodie. Yay! Ooh, the large Swisher gave me like 1,250. I'm trying to remember what was the good one. I think omelets might be the next good one. And if I get this down here, that's like she's gonna make omelets without any ingredients, and you're like, where do you get those eggs? We didn't have eggs. Where'd you get those eggs? I'm gonna go with this one first, because that one has giant trevally tacked on it. And, like, fuck the giant trevelies. I said, and, like, fuck the giant trevelies. Power minnow! I don't even think there's minnows in the ocean. I know there's sardines. And herring? Oh, I forgot to mention I'm trying out a new pair of eyes on my model. So if you notice, my eyes are different. Yeah, they're new. I can't remember the name. It was the one I downloaded off of the Vroid, like, shop, store, hub thing. Vroid. Vroid. There we go. Alright, let me shove this thing on the end of my hook thing. You know, why do we even need clear fishing line? Like, everyone's like, oh, the fish can see it, and it's like, can they really? Do they really care? I mean, certainly sharks don't give a shit. There's probably somebody out there that's like, the biology of the fish is like, that they're not gonna like bite on something that they can see it's attached to something else because, well, I don't know, fish brains and instincts and all that. Oh, there's the marlin. My rod is so colorful. Like, don't take that the wrong way, like, you can see in the game, my rod is quite colorful. Well, I shouldn't say my rod, it's Sean's rod. Fishing rod. Oh, there's a hammerhead shark. Yeah, it's a hammerhead, alright. I like how they just kind of flop it on the deck of the boat. Go away, nobody likes you. I like catching off-bait fish. That is a treble-y. Fuck you. It's like the troll fish. Troll fish. Troll fish. Fish. You can only reel in the fish when the line goes red. That means you have tension on the line, which is pulling the fish in. Right there. Don't black out. Like splap, there's fish. I said splap. No. I like when there's words that just don't quite, probably aren't in a lexicon of words. That just kind of makes something up. Oh, a hammerhead. Come here, little fishy. It's getting dark soon. Let's head back. Head itchy. Medici? No, that's not what I said. Quest target. I thought the quest target, it was a shark, wasn't it? Yeah, it's a hammerhead shark. I guess just wasn't the right size. I needed a bigger shark. Alright, I might actually have to level up, to get the hammerhead of the right size. Like how my model, like, kind of flips all over when I put my hand in front of my face. Let's see if we can catch the biggie fishy. Actually, do I have enough for the lure? Wait, no, that was attached to the giant trevallee. And I'm already getting giant trevalies on this thing that is not rated for giant trevallies. So, we're just going with this lure. Speaking about bots, I remember when the Stay Hydrated bot was a thing. And then it started spamming like some debug code or like update to like the next one or something, and then everyone's like, get out of my channel. I wanted you to just tell me to stay hydrated, not to like tell me other BS. But at least it was a bot that was invitable to the channel. Like, it didn't automatically show up. Although anyone could add it to your channel. So it might look like it just randomly shows up. I might have added it to a few other bots' channels. Just to test it. Okay, the Marlin has like a little shark dolphin fin on the back. A sailfish, swordfish, has like the sail on the back. At least I think it's the swordfish. I could be wrong. So I also thought Marlins had like the sail on the back, but it could be like the wrong Marlin. Like, you know, there's probably like 11 billion species of marlin in the ocean. Yeah, that's not the right size. But I really do wish Twitch would get, like, a handle on these bots. Probably. I like when it jumps out of the water, it's the fish you're actually fishing. Cause some of these like have like a generic looking fish. Fuck you, Marlin. I didn't want you anyways. Actually, I want all my fish because they give me money. Come on. Come on. Nah.
Yeah.
Hello, Rentype. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Ah. I will save it. Let me save my game before I forget. Ah, there we go. Anyways, thanks for joining me wherever you are, whether you're joining me in the, well, whether you join me today, now, or whether you, joining me later. I appreciate it. I'm probably not playing the most interesting games right now, but, yeah, I want to say that they're kind of cozy, like, you know, chill games, but, like, it get kind of stressed when, like, your line keeps breaking, or your controller's not working, or, yeah. There we go. What was that sound effect? Nothing. Don't worry about it.